Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that!
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Game and Frame broadcast, coming to you live from the Sousa Sports Complex in Central Islip. My name is Francis Argueta, and I am back again with another big-time matchup in the UPSL Northeast American North Premier. We have been with you for back-to-back dynamite games. It started last week, and game week one, that was 2 weeks ago, on this pitch where New York Empire tied newcomers Osners FC in a back-and-forth duel. Then last week, AFC Academy topped that performance with an unprecedented upset win versus the New York Renegades. If today is anything like that, then we are in for another titillating treat. Today we have New York Empire hosting a familiar foe in New York Braveheart SC. Last season, second and third place teams know each other well and always promise absolute cinema. Surprisingly, both are looking for their first wins of the season, so that adds fuel to the already burning fire between these two. You will not want to miss it, and it is on its way next to you on Game and Frame. Okay, teams are ready on the pitch. New York Empire sporting their all-yellow jerseys at home here in Central Islip. The visiting Braveheart wear red and white jerseys. The guys take the pitch. We are just waiting on the referee's whistle to get things going between two beasts of a matchup that is going to take place here on Long Island and the UPSL Northeast North Premier Conference. And there's the whistle, and things are going, and starting now here from the Central Islip Sousa Sports Complex. It is the New York Empire hosting Braveheart SC, and is on its way now as Braveheart starts with possession in all red jerseys. The captain there passes the ball off, number 10, Holland, and now they are pushing down the right wing, and too much of a heavy touch there gives the ball back to the Empire for a goal kick. For your starting lineup, Kenny Cordova is in net for the Empire with a back three of George Youssef, Malcolm Sweat, and Justin Pierre. Just above them will be Zane Brown at left wing back, Tim DeMay, Edward Speed, Steven Rojas, and Mason Chetty to complete the midfield. Above, it is a familiar face in Naeem Charles and the pairing with Brian Saramogo. Cordova gets early action as he lifts the ball up in the air, and now retreating is Braveheart. Jack Slice on the ball, holding possession, getting rid of it, and over here it comes again, looking for Carlos Puig, but intercepted by Steven Rojas. Duga Dambelli, number 17, looks to be an early threat for Braveheart down the right wing. Someone to keep your eye on as the game progresses. Naeem Charles makes his return to the starting lineup after missing that tie against Osners FC. Empire here with an early threat. Brian Saramoga takes a shot and safely into the hands of the goalkeeper for the first save of the match. Slice now. Plays on his teammate and gets the ball back. and lifts it back into the air for his left back. It is a lovely Saturday evening here as we get a foul call there. Braveheart free kick. Great weather for some football here on Long Island, and a very nice crowd here in Central Islip. There goes Dumbelli making a run past George Youssef. He can have the shot on. It goes down in the box, and we have the first penalty of the match. It is for Braveheart, and our first booking goes to George Youssef. We had just mentioned it. That is the player they've been targeting, and this time it pays off. They'll get a chance to convert from the penalty spot in what is just the 3rd minute of the match. Cordoba will be forced to make an intervention here early to prevent Braveheart to take the early lead. Holland looks to be the one that'll be taking this penalty kick. Every goal will matter in this matchup. Holland steps up, Holland takes, and Holland executes. Bottom corner to take the lead for the visiting Braveheart SC. Early penalty ends in the opening goal of the match. 3 minutes in, Joseph Holland converts from the spot, and Braveheart take an early lead on the New York Empire. There's the whistle to get things going back up again. Empire will have an early deficit to overcome. They give the ball right back to the visiting team. It was against Osthers FC. They gave up the first goal in that matchup as well. Came back twice to end that game with a 2-2 draw. They'll look to do more of the same here today. There's a nice move there by Mason Chetty to get around his defender and get the ball back for the New York Empire. Good intervention there by the defender. Prevents that pass from coming through. And now a swarm of yellow surround the forward for Braveheart to get the ball right back and going. This is Zane Brown down the left side. Takes on Dumbelli. Moves back to George Youssef. Committed that early foul. Got himself a yellow. And ended up with a goal in the back of the net. Well done there to avoid the turnover. Youssef is captain for today's match as well. Gives it off to Brian Saramogo. Gives it right back to George Youssef. Empire still trying to get some chemistry going in the early goings of this match. There goes Puyi with the back pass. Tim DeMay intercepts. What can Empire come up with here? DeMay goes running towards Naeem Charles. That gets intercepted, but here comes Malcolm Sweat to give it right back. That is Mason Chetty, the speedy winger in today's match. Isn't able to prevent that from going out of bounds, and it'll be another Braveheart throw-in. Both of today's teams started their seasons with draws in their respective games. Dumbelli's making a run down here, and they can find him here if he can get to it. He'll be one-on-one with Kenny Cordoba after this. He takes a shot, and he gets it past Kenny to score the second goal of the match. It is Duga Dumbelli who makes it 2 for the visiting team. Just 7 minutes into the match, Braveheart doubles their lead, and it is now a 2-goal deficit that the Empire must overcome. The intent was clear from the opening kickoff. That is the main man that they were targeting, and it has paid off up to this point. 2 goals in less than 10 minutes of the match. Empire must now try to do the same with their speedy forwards up top. Naeem Charles will be a target. So will Tim DeMay, Mason Chetty. They have plenty of options to target here as the game progresses. But for now, they must commit to not allowing any more goals into the back of the net. Here goes a long ball looking for Mason Chetty, who will be able to control it and keep it in play here. Empire are missing star defenseman Trevor Henderson, who was not in today's match. Here comes Rojas. Over to DeMay, back to Rojas, who puts the ball into the box. There's a header. Saramogo with the first real chance of the match, and it goes above the crossbar for a goal kick. We'll take the chance to tell you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt has made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The air case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code to get 10% off and keep it fresh. Braveheart not able to connect there. Give the ball right back to Empire, who will need to come up with some offense to prevent this game from getting out of hand. See the midfielder Steven Rojas converted from the penalty spot in their last matchup against Oscars FC. He can be one to get things started in the right direction for the home team. Braveheart continued to press, finding the open spaces. 10 minutes down is already a 2-goal lead for the visiting Braveheart SC. Currently, it is AFC Academy. The surprising upset over Renegade last week allows them to be the first team to 2 wins and on top of the table so far in their debut season in the Premier. Here comes another chance. It is Holland, converted the first goal. Empire recovers. And now it is Zane Brown. Dembele not making it easy for him to get out of his own half, but Empire is able to do it anyway. Here is Captain George Youssef. There's a tempting ball for Mason Chetty to make a run for it. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for the first corner of the match. It goes to the home team. And they have plenty of tall options to target, particularly Tim DeMay, Naeem Charles. Even Brian Saramogo can make an impact off this set piece. In comes the service. There goes Tim DeMay. Bounces back to George Youssef, who puts in a second service into the box. DeMay again up in the air. And here comes another attempt. It ends in another corner for the Empire. Here comes take two. It goes into the box again, targeting Tim DeMay. He gets to it, trying to keep it in bounds. It's Brown. Somehow he's able to do it, and that's a missed kick by the defender. Gives the Empire another chance to shoot. And that was a miss hit there by the May. It'll end up in another goal kick for Braveheart. These two set pieces have been the best chances of the match for the home team up to this point. We'll see if that is a strategy they continue to target as the game moves on. Giovanni Cruz is in net, tries to get rid of it, gives it away over to Zane Brown, who is not able to keep it in bounds. In comes another service up top, targeting number 15, Gentle. And Cordova gets to it first to hand it off to Malcolm Sweat. Sweat sends the ball over to Chetty. There goes an interception by Empire. Trying to build up play. On the positive side of things, they don't seem to be rushing things just yet. There's a lot of game to be played despite the 2-goal deficit that they face. Here's Pierre. Rojas now. Puig gets it away from Rojas, and he'll tempt the long shot. Now it's over to Dumbelli, who has the one-on-one with Justin Pierre. He cuts outside, takes a long shot, and that wasn't too far away from making it 3. Kenny Cordova's telling his defenders communicate and position themselves better as he yells the commands from the back of Empire's back line. You see Edward Speed moving up the field. His header in the set piece from Empire's free kick against Oscars FC tied the game up. He had an impressive match in game week 1. We'll see how much he's able to contribute in today's matchup. Here comes the switch of the field over to number 30 of Braveheart. Looks like his shin pad falls off there. That can't be too comfortable from the defender. Braveheart push on. They send a ball into the box. Pierre is to it first. A little over the first quarter is gone in this first half. Braveheart take an early 2-0 lead against the New York Empire in the first 7 minutes of the match. Since then, they haven't had too many chances on goal outside of that shot that Dumbelli just took a couple minutes ago. Holland looks to change that as he gets possession, middle of the field. Here's Carlos Puig. 30 playing a dangerous game, but he manages to get away from the first defender. Dumbelli is there to recover. And they come pushing on once again. Naeem Charles. Over to Chetty now. Chetty crosses it into the box, gets intercepted, and Braveheart are on the offensive once again. And it's given away over to Empire. DeMay is on the ball now, looking for Zane Brown and not able to connect this time around. Give the ball right back to Braveheart. The storyline early in the season has been the up-and-comer teams, Oscars FC and AFC Academy, who have been facing great opponents in the table, veteran opponents, and have put up good results against both of them. One of them is here right now with Zane Brown on the offensive, looking to put it across. Instead, gets another corner from the opposing flag, which Edward Speed looks to take. It's taken quickly over to Zane Brown. Now Speed on the second attempt. It puts the ball into the box. Somehow Braveheart is able to get it out of the danger zone, but not for long. Here comes George Youssef. Demey trying to keep it, is unsuccessful in doing so, but Pierre recovers. Another service, this time doesn't get over to Brown. Instead, here comes the belly now, who can have the one-on-one with Pierre. Pierre, nice intervention there. Forces another throw-in for Braveheart. You can expect more back and forth action from these two teams. They know each other very well. Sweatin's not able to get that out of harm's way. Puig now is on the ball and looking for an option here. Dribbles inside, and Tim Demey puts in a powerful foot to get the ball off his feet. And now it's Steven Rojas looking for a counter-attack opportunity, and it's just too much ahead. Looking to switch the ball over here, number 30, very active early on in the match. He continues to move forward, gets past Pierre. Holland once again. Continue to cut inside, and there's a foul just outside the box. Another dangerous opportunity with the set piece for Braveheart. Kenny will need to set up his wall to block this set piece from being taken. Holland will take it, puts the ball into the box, and there's a third goal! You put yourself in dangerous positions, and it pays off, as the Braveheart has now tripled the lead on East Coast, and it is just 20 minutes into the match. On Empire, Empire is the home team in today's match, and they have an even higher hill to climb. This is a big-time matchup. We are not used to lopsided victories, so Empire will have to do what they can to make this a tighter game before halftime. So far, Braveheart is playing like a well-oiled machine. Pierre is looking for his options. He scans the field. He finds Demey. Quickly is Holland to put in pressure. Zane Brown looks to avoid the tackle from Holland, but gives the ball. The linesman has signaled for a Braveheart throw-in. Instead, the main official changes it to the Empire. Edward Speed is in a dangerous position here. Takes a shot, and his skipper's out of bounds. But they need more of the same to climb back into this game. Puig Continues to push forward. Now he has options. It could be a 2-on-1. Empire recovers. Back to Puig it goes. Over to Dumbelli. He already has a goal to his name, trying to make it more. Goes out of bounds this time. It'll end up in a goal kick for Kenny Cordova. Empire defense was a key part of their success last season. Kept a lot of clean sheets in the season. They are far from that so far today. Braveheart is not making it easy for Empire to get out of their own half, and that time they give it right back. That pressure is paying off. Braveheart has a 3-0 lead, but is not content. They look to add more. And it goes looking for Carlos Puig. Good body there by DeMay. Gets the ball back for Empire. The counter looked to have been on. Mason Chetty will keep it alive. Excuse me, that looks to be DeMay. And now it's Charles who looks to switch the field over to Zane Brown. And Zane, once again, is not able to keep it in play. Puig now. Patient run, and it almost pays off as Gentle was caught offside. Here comes the ball looking for Zane Brown. This time he keeps it in play. Goes down in the box. No call from the referee. It did look a little soft, as now Braveheart will look to play from the back. Here comes 30. Down goes Saramogo. Continues to press on, trying to win that ball back. And a foul is called on Speed's tackle. Quickly, it is taken by Holland. Now looks to switch the field. That wasn't the most smart move there by Holland. Empire will regain possession. We are nearing the half-hour mark of this match. It is a 3-0 lead for the visiting Braveheart. Brown looks to take on Bylon. Bylon steps up well and gets the ball right back for the visiting team. Powerful kick. Goes over to Malcolm Sweat. And this Braveheart team is all over the place up to this point. They will not let Empire breathe. And a nice move there to avoid the challenge by Dumbelli. Holland spins around at midfield. He's looking to get past DeMay, but DeMay recovers well. Gets the ball back for Empire, and they need to start coming up with some offense. If they have any hopes of getting into this game. Rojas over to Youssef. Over to DeMay now. DeMay has been the MVP of this match up to this point for the home team. Saramogo not able to communicate there. Gives it right back. And now 30 for Braveheart. Continues to push forward. Hand to the face on Saramogo. Play on, says the referee. Dumbelli plays down the right side and is caught offside once again. Here comes Rojas. Starting lineup for both of these teams are well solidified for their respective teams. They are players that are known to play together. And this Braveheart team is very consistent in their starting lineup, which is always a benefit to develop that chemistry that is needed. And so far, it has been paying off for the visiting team. Long ball there by Jack Slice. Was looking for number 6, Nicolas Cifuentes. Saramogo now over to Zane Brown. Back to Brian. Crucial intervention there by Puig. And now he looks to send over Gentle. Gentle is able to hold the ball, retains, and finds Holland. Holland looking to back pass for Cifuentes. Said it'll be a throw-in. And looks like an early sub is going to take place in the match. It is going to be for the New York Empire. We'll see who is coming off soon. If I'm not mistaken, that is Naeem Charles who heads off. And that looks to be a number 6 that enters the pitch. Foul called there. Ball is put into the box. It gets deflected out to Puig, who has some footwork behind those feet. Gets around 2 defenders, puts in a service into the box. It gets deflected out. And here comes the sub, Sebastian Monroy, sporting a new haircut. And DeMay now looking to send a powerful ball over to Saramogo, and that gets intercepted by Benhart. And Speed looks to take on the goalkeeper from distance. It goes just above the crossbar. As he saw the goalie for Braveheart, number 1, off his line. He tests a shot this time. Just too strong. Empire intercepts that ball. DeMay avoids the defender. Now it's time to put in a cross. Holland is to it first. Speed is putting on the pressure on Braveheart. A tackle is avoided. There's another one. Now it's Monroy. Back to Justin Pierre. Brown, back to Monroy. Chetty goes down, no foul call. And Braveheart looks to go on a counterattack once again with Puig behind the ball. Dembele had gone quiet for a little bit, but here comes the ball over to him. And Holland is now with the captain's armband, plays it back to his defense. And Braveheart now look to contain this 3-0 lead. Back it goes to the goalkeeper, Giovanni Cruz. Finds Gentle up top. Bailon looking to play on Holland. Back to Bailon. A ball looking for Gentle. Monroy is to it first. That is Youssef to it first. Goes back to Kenny, and Sweat will be playing from the back. DeMay plays on Chetty, puts a ball into the box, slices to it first. And now Puig looking to play out from the back. DeMay putting the pressure on him. Puig just too fast. Puig gets taken down. And here comes another yellow card for Empire. This time it's to Tim DeMay. It's a bit too aggressive on the big man in midfield for Empire. After today, stick around next week on your Game and Frame broadcast. September 6th, East Coast FC faces Barcelona SC New York, as we see this play getting handled by Kenny Cordova. 8:30 p.m. in the UPSL premiere. Also, on September 6th, we'll see this ball being played to Saramogo first. Chetty's in the box. Here comes the first true opportunity here. Saramogo takes a shot, and it rebounds, and there's it goes into the back of net. Zane Brown converts to put Empire on the score sheet. Right place, right time, and it pays off this time. Home team puts up a goal, and now it's a 2-goal deficit heading into halftime. Brown is asking the crowd to get back into this game. It is just 2 goals, very possible. I'll finish that read. In the meantime, the New York Renegades will face Osners FC, 8 p.m. September 6th next week. Of course, you can find both of those games on your Game and Frame broadcast. Empire can make it super interesting if they can find another before the 45-minute whistle. Cifuentes. Back to Holland. Bailon over to Holland. And there goes a ball looking for Dembele, but it bounces into the hands of Kenny Cordova. Suddenly, Empire is playing like the better team for the last 5 or so minutes. And here comes a long ball looking for Saramogo. Up in the air it goes. Holland drops it down. Pressure by Mason Chetty. Bernard lays on Cifuentes. Number 22, Leo Pinto, is looking for his options. Instead, it comes off with an offside flag. And we have a little less than 10 minutes to go in this first half. Can Empire find another goal to get one step closer to tying things up. Comes Zane Brown, the goal scorer of that first goal for the home team. Plays on Rojas. Chet Sweat sends a ball over to Speed. Speed drops it down with his head. Now Chetty, surrounded by two. Hands it off to Brown. Here's Monroy. Here comes Empire. Rojas goes down. It's a Rojas penalty kick that gave Empire their first goal of the season. This time, free kick puts in Edward Speed in a spot he can convert from or put a ball into the box for those tall options in yellow. Speed straight on into the wall, and now a corner. Empire does have the momentum. Early on, it was corners that were getting him into the game. What can they do from the set piece this time around? Another set piece for Empire. It goes in the box. DeMay is to it. And just off target. DeMay is always a threat from those corner kicks. And it seems that he is the one they are choosing to go to each and every time. Cruz urges his teammates forward. We have a packed crowd here in Central Islip Sousa Sports Complex for this rivalry match. It always promises goals, and today it has delivered. 4 in the first half. Chetty looking to get past Bailon, but he recovers just in time to force another corner kick goal. And you see him up there outside of the semicircle, Tim DeMay, making his way into the box. Holland is communicating with his team, showing who to go to. DeMay, once again, the target. Rojas now takes on 2. And it forces yet another corner. Braveheart has been on the defensive end of things for the last 10 or so minutes. Here comes another service into the box. This time it is Pierre to it first. Still anybody's ball. Rojas, long shot outside the box. And Puig, if off and running. The counter is on with Gentle. The belly now. Not enough support. He has to hold the ball and find help as there is Puig showing help. Here comes a long service over to 30. Takes on Brown. Puig now over to Bailon. Holland. Pinto takes a long shot, and it is off target for another Kenny Cordova goal kick.
We have a lot of gifts. Yes, it's free. Anybody can go over there. We can go spin the wheel, and you're going to get a gift. That's right. If you're a lucky winner.
3 more minutes to go in the first half. It is a 3-1 lead for Braveheart.
Spin the wheel and be a lucky winner.
Empire's playing like the better team for much of the last 10 to 15 minutes. They have one goal to show for it. Can they find another in the next 3 minutes? Here comes Edward Speed, gets taken down. And another free kick in another dangerous part of the field.
Once again, we're raffling t-shirts, we're raffling TVs. We have a lot of electronic, we have a lot of things right there in the N1 Empire FC tent right now. Spin the wheel.
DeMay giving order to Speed. What are they coming up with this time around from this set piece? Speed can have a go for it if he chooses to do so. Instead, it goes into the box. Brown is to it. Goes above his head. Now DeMay and ends up in a goal kick. It was just inches off the header for Brown for what could have been his second goal of the match. Instead, Cruz will have another goal kick to work with to have more time tick off that clock and heading into the break with a 2-goal lead. Cruz taking his time, finally lets it go. Monroy is to it first. It bounces for Saramogo. Now it's Rojas. Rojas looking for Saramogo. He has a shot, he takes it, and it is off target. But the intentions are clear. Empire will continue to attack as time allows, looking for the second goal of the match. The first 45 minutes are practically gone. We'll see how much time is added. We've seen 4 goals and a couple set pieces. Here comes Slice. Looking for Dembele, but gives it away instead. This is the momentum Empire needed heading into the halftime break. Captain Youssef. Rojas with the turn, but gives it away. Now it is Pinto. Over to Cifuentes. Slice. Braveheart look content with the 3-1 score line. Oh, and that's a bad giveaway there. Brown, what can he come up with here? Finds Saramogo down the left wing. Runs are being made inside the box. Saramogo takes his defender on. That is Slice. Gets the block. And it goes quickly over to Sebastian Monroy, who came out as a substitute for Naeem Charles. Youssef. Rojas. DeMay over to Monroy. No sign from the rest, but he is checking his watch. Ooh. And Rojas gives it away. Dembele is a dangerous man down this wing. Has 3 yellow jerseys around him, gives it to Puig, gets a back pass, and it connects. Dembele is off and running down the right side. What will he do here? Will he cut inside? Will he take the shot? He passes it on to Puig. Just outside the box he goes. It puts in a service, looking for Gentle. Youssef is to it first. And there was a collision there as Youssef is down on the pitch. Youssef was first to the ball, but it comes at a cost as he is down on the pitch. We'll see if the physio will need to enter the pitch. I don't see a signal from the referee yet. It looks like Youssef will play on. 2 minutes of extra time are down. We'll see how much time is left. And it looks like that was it for the first 45 minutes. It is Braveheart who start off things in tonight's matchup. 2 early goals and another ends it with 3 goals for the first half for the visiting team. Empire manages to find one just before the break. They have a 2-goal deficit heading into the second half. We'll be right back with second half kickoff in a couple of minutes.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we need to pump Empire out for the second half. Let me hear a New York Empire kid. Let's go Empire! Let's go Empire!
And there is the whistle that gets the second half going here from the Sousa Sports Complex in Central Islip. It is a 3-1 lead for the visiting Braveheart. They got things rolling early in this match as Holland converted from the penalty spot. Duga Dembele scored just a couple minutes later, and it was Jack Slice off the set piece that made it 3 for Braveheart. A few minutes before halftime, it was Zane Brown who was able to convert for Empire for them to get back into the game. It is just a 2-goal deficit, and things could be worse, but the home team had momentum heading into halftime. We'll see what they can do with that momentum for the second 45 minutes of this match. Empire puts in the ball into the box. Keeper is out of his line. Brown keeps it alive. There's an offside flag. And Braveheart will have a free kick to work with, but they're picking up where they left off. Dangerous from set pieces in the first 45 minutes. I don't notice any subs in this match. Chetty almost robs the ball from Jack Slice, but he's able to recover and get the ball out of harm's way. But he gives it right back to the team in yellow. Slice keeps it alive. Saramogo trying to play it into the box. He manages to make way. He goes off the crossbar and the main! Off the rebound, Empire makes it 2! And just as we said it, they have the momentum, and now they have the second goal to show for it. The game is back on, ladies and gentlemen. Just a 1-goal advantage for the Braveheart. Very similar to the first goal of the match, where it was a loose ball in the box. Demay converts. And there was a nice move by Dembele to get around the defense. He got things started for Braveheart, and Pinto is wide open down this left side. Cuts inside, makes a move, puts the ball into the box, and Sweat is to it first. The counter is on with Steven Rojas, but Bailon recovers and forces a foul against in the middle of the pitch. Empire showing that they have heart to fight until the bitter end. Bailon plays on Cifuentes. And there goes the ball to the box. Gentle is to it with the header, and it is off mark. Kenny Cordoba will have a goal kick to work with. Naeem Charles was a sub in the first half. Sebastian Monroy took his place, and he continues on the pitch. So far, the move has been working for the black and yellow as he avoids the challenge coming on by Holland. And it is nearly given away. Looks like the player was stomped on by Empire there. And a yellow card is given for the offense. If I'm not mistaken, that was given to number 8, Jordan Bailon.
From the stands at midfield. Everybody come on over to see the raffles being pulled in 5 minutes.
Monroy over to Saramogo. Now Rojas. Over to DeMay. He has a goal to his name already. Bounces off the defender. Off of DeMay it is actually. No, it is off of the defender. It'll be a corner kick for Empire. And things are getting hot here on Long Island, Central Islip Sousa Sports Complex. Commands coming from both sides of the pitch. Rojas plays the ball into the box. There's a header, and it is just off target. It would have tied the game. But Empire has definitely had the better hand for what is likely the last 25 minutes of this match. Giovanni Cruz, who is in net for Braveheart, will look to slow things down to get things reestablished for his team that is slowly seeing their 3-goal lead slip away. Here is Gentle. And Chetty makes a run back to get the ball back. But Dumbelli comes out on top. He's actually the one making the move. Number 30 was the player we didn't have a name for in the first half. A little clerical error here from the visiting team, but it is now Musa Diarra. We have a name to the number, and there comes the ball into the box. Gets deflected out to Edward Speed, who takes it on first hand. And it is wide out target. Very similar to how the first half went. This time is going that way for Empire. It was Braveheart who got out to a 2-goal lead within the first 7 minutes of this match. Cruz lifts the ball, middle of the field. Edwards is to it first. This is a packed Central Islip Sousa Sports Complex in this rivalry match. Beautiful weather, just a bit of breeze as we are getting introduced to the fall season, the fall semester for many students. And it is a lovely day for football. Bailon, press by Rojas, and that is given away by the keeper. This is a dangerous position in the field. Saramogo, and just in the nick of time, it is Slice who kicks the ball out and keeps this thing 3-2 for Braveheart. That ball was slowly creeping in, but Slice was there to prevent that from happening. Leo Pinto over to Jordan Bailon. Almost lost there, but recover for Braveheart. This time they do lose it, and they are not the well-oiled machine that they look like for the first 20 minutes of this match. They look a little flustered, and Empire look to make things interesting for the next 30 or so minutes of the second half. Diarra intercepts, but gives it right back. Monroy plays on Zane Brown. Brown lifts the ball over to DeMay, who has a one-on-one here with Cifuentes. Pinto intercepts that ball. Youssef, who is already on a yellow, is called for the foul. It was Gentle who goes down, Glenford Gentle. Youssef has had himself quite an eventful weekend. He gave up the penalty in the early stages of this match, but on the brighter side, he is now engaged. He proposed to his girlfriend just yesterday, and guess what? She said, I do. She said yes. And now Youssef will soon to be a husband. Today he looks to be a winner. But it looks like he's already winning at life. As the captain has the ball now for Empire, gets it right back and is taken down. This time foul against Braveheart. Youssef is still down. You like to see him fully fit for the wedding, am I right? Slowly back to the feet is the captain. And now Kenny Cordoba will have this free kick. Peruvian goalkeeper from Long Island, making his early introduction to this Empire squad after just joining the team this season. Here comes Empire crossing midfield.
Okay guys, we're about to start the raffle.
Youssef with plenty of space down the right back. Now it's Zane
We
Brown.
need the whole crowd to chant as loud as we can for Empire.
Now it is Puig. Looks to avoid the challenge. But Empire is everywhere now. Just like Braveheart was covering the field in the first half, it is now Empire. The things have changed. And now the crowd is slowly trying to get involved in this match to get the home team back into it to tie things up at 3 apiece.
Let's go Empire.
Here is Slice. He's given the space, and Monroy just goes through the back of Jordan Bailon.
As we raffle off these things. All right, you ready? We're going to start with the first raffle.
This is quite an eventful day here from Sousa Sports Complex. There's an event on the field and there's an event off the field too. We try to keep things center on the pitch as Puig goes down. Brown commits a foul. And you can imagine another yellow card will be shown to the yellow team if this continues.
Who's ready for it? I'm really digging in here. I'm really digging in. I'm mixing it up. All right, I got it. Who thinks you should have to be here to win the raffle?
Here is Holland.
You gotta cheer for me.
Middle of the pitch. Over to Musa Diarra. Musa Diarra, that is.
All right, you ready? Raffle number.
Pinto.
51358
Cifuentes.
530. A blue ticket. 51358 530.
The press lives on for Empire, and it comes out with them running on the counter here. Steven Rojas looking for an option up the pitch. Chetty is above him, but that ball goes out of bounds. And it is off Steven Rojas for a Braveheart throw-in.
This might take a while. Red ticket. All right, who's got red ticket? One the mountain bike.
Brown keeps it in play. Chetty.
993 1069.
Cifuentes over to Bernard.
993 1069. Let's go!
Musa Diarra was space to work with down the right side of the pitch. He finds Holland.
Let's get a picture.
Puig drops it down with his chest, but Yusuf is there to intercept. And the ball is switching possession back and forth as Braveheart is looking to now respond after giving 2 straight goals. What a move there by Gentle to avoid the 2 defenders. And now it is Leo Pinto down the left wing. He looks to take on Yusuf. And now he puts a cross into the box. It's still alive. Puig. And it is kicked out. Rojas looking for the incredible there. And now finds DeMay. DeMay looking for Chetty.
All right, guys, quick little shameless plug. We do this every other week. Check out our website, nyempirefc.com.
Slice looks for Cifuentes, who was wide open, but now DeMay is pressing. And now it is Pinto who is open, who has some room. And he's looking for his options as Puig is making a run. So is Dubelli. Pinto still on the ball and gets taken down. Another free kick for Braveheart.
307.
We'll take this time to remind you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt has made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The air case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code to get 10% off and keep it fresh. Cordoba will get the ball here for another kick. Coming from the back, looks like it was taken quickly.
6-1-2.
Here's Yusuf over to DeMay. Back to Yusuf. Empire is feeling like things are slowly turning their way. Now they just have to keep possession and come up with another attack to level things up at 3 apiece. Puig.
9-7-6.
Slice lifts it up to Cifuentes.
Going once. Going twice.
Nicolas Cifuentes goes back to Holland. Scored the first goal of the match from the penalty spot. Looking for more. Gentle with a nice flick on, but I believe Holland was offside, which is why he didn't go for that ball. But the idea almost worked out for the visiting team.
6-4. Blue ticket, 513-58-664. Are you here?
Long ball, looking for Chetty, who has some hops to him.
Congratulations.
I don't see a signal from the referee quite yet. And ultimately he decides for a Braveheart throw-in. I believe there's going to be a sub here taking place. And it is Yusuf who looks to be heading off. He'll take off the captain's armband, and it looks like Mason Chetty will take over for him as Yusuf comes off.
993-0829.
Number 13, Vaclav Borovica comes on in place of George Yusuf.
Do we have a winner? Winner! Let's go, Empire. Here you go. Congratulations.
Over to the May now from Chetty, and that was off his hand. Rightfully called their handball to get the ball back for Braveheart. Things has slowed down just a little bit here. We'll see how long that lasts. Long ball, it finds Dembele. He's able to keep it in possession. Now Diarra showing help at an elevated position for the number 30. Diarra was looking for the 1-2. Gets intercepted instead, and Jack Slice, the defensive expert he is, reads that pass before it takes place. And now it's Puig. He was looking to switch things over to the right side, but goes out of bounds. And it'll be an Empire throw-in. Both teams are looking for the first wins of the season. Braveheart's first game was postponed. And Empire's first game ended in a 2-2 draw versus Osners FC. Pinto comes out on top here and takes a shot, and it is a save made in relatively easy fashion for Kenny Cordova. Number 13. Here is Vaclav. Chetty. Another foul called against Empire. They are slowly accumulating here. The yellow card will be sure to be soon shown to somebody. And Tindame is on a yellow for the rest of the match. Cifuentes continues to be given plenty of room to work with down this left side of the pitch. Musa Diarra.
5-1-3-5-8.
That is read well once again from the defense. DeMay is pushing forward, but neither team seems to be connecting well with these passes. Continues to be intercepted back and forth. Change of possession. And now Pinto continues to make a run forward. Goes down. Referee says nothing. Puig was the one who was on the pitch. Cordova being pressed. And now they have to get rid of it. Here's the May. Or the Vaclav. And Braveheart is forcing the errors here on this side for Empire. Looks like we're going to have a sub take place for Braveheart. It's not clear if we'll see this play take place first or not. The sub comes onto the pitch. Number 15, Gentle. Glenford Gentle comes off.
Red ticket, 99-31-257. 99-31-257.
Ooh.
Alright, go on. We got a winner.
Cifuentes.
Let's go! We got a huge fan. Huge fan. Let's go! I want a picture of the hang on your wall. You got it?
Tambelli is getting ready to take this free kick when the referee gives the signal. More subs are taking place on the pitch. Once we get a name and number for those players that have entered the pitch, we will surely let you know. In the meantime, Tambelli will be taking this free kick, and it looks to be going inside the box. Battling for possession. Looks like number 22 was making an introduction to the game. That is Jasper Mikkelsen. And Pinto is on the ball now. He's looking for the space to take a shot, but now he finds the belly, and the belly takes a shot, but it is off target. And it'll be a corner kick goal.
5-7-6-1-5.
As Kenny is pleading for a goal kick, but the ref signals for a corner.
6-1-5. Do we have a winner? Going once. Going twice. Hurry up, go up.
If it was an intervention there by Kenny, it was a very important one to keep Empire still in this match.
Congratulations. I'm skipping the TV. We got blue team headphones.
Dembele with the corner, goes into the box, there's a header, and it comes back to where it came from. Dembele now second time around.
Blue ticket.
Over to Bailon,
9-1-6.
and they keep that ball in play. Empire comes out on top. Here's Jesper,
Going once.
gets around the tackle, and now Steven Rojas is in the middle of the field. DeMay showing support back to Rojas.
All right, you're out.
Chetty over to Vaclav. Vaclav is getting ready to put in a cross into the box, or he's taking on his defender, and the defender comes out on top.
All right, blue ticket, blue ticket.
It looks like he should have taken that first time. Instead, it will be a goal kick for Cruz.
490-99558. 490-99558.
I think it is DeMay that is exiting the pitch here for the sub to come on. That is number 8, Mateus Adamic, who comes on for DeMay, who had himself an eventful game. Has himself a yellow card, but also a goal, the second goal, which put Empire back into the match.
Going once. You got to run. Going twice. Hurry up, hurry up. Congratulations. There you go.
Number 9, Giovanni Fabiano, has also entered the field for Empire. Vaclav is to that first, and now Sweat takes care of it the second time around for a throw-in, which is coming for Braveheart.
513-59075. 513-59075.
We're holding the game here as there is a second ball on the pitch.
Going once.
Play will resume with this Cifuentes throw-in. And that was an aggressive
490-99.
lunge there that he made, and Steven Rojas took the brunt of that tackle. Earns his team a free kick though.
3-4.
This has been somewhat chaotic the last 15 minutes. Neither team has really taken control of the match since the second goal entered the net for Empire.
This is the last one, so you're going in the front. Blue ticket.
It's Dembele. Adamic.
549. 473-57. 549. Eddie Sneed, let's go, baby.
Here it comes to Adamic.
All right, number 11.
A little less than 17 minutes to go in the second half. It is a 3-2 lead for Braveheart. They scored the first 3. Empire has responded with the next 2. But Empire still needs one more goal to level things up and to come out with at least 1 point in this match.
Guys, if you haven't done so already,
AFC Academy is the stunner so far in the Premier, as they are currently in first place. And they get to first place after defeating the New York Renegade by a score of 3-2 on this pitch last week. Renegades, who dominate the table year in, year out, started their season with a defeat, early defeat I should say, against AFC Academy. They are making quite the impression and look really good while doing so. Rojas is still on the pitch. Looks like he's grabbing his leg there. He may be injured and waiting for the whistle from the referee. Nope, there he is back to his feet. Cifuentes. Here's Diarra. Diarra plays on the sub for Braveheart. Finally, we're able to get a number. That is number 47, Eric Frimpong, who entered the pitch for Braveheart. And here is the ball lifted forward for Brian Saramogo. It's a 2v2 here. And now he crosses the ball over to number 9, Fabiano, who's not able to get there. That was a very important chance here for Empire, and they're not able to convert this time around. Another sub takes place. Steven Rojas comes out.
Red ticket. 993-0817. 993-0817.
Number 15, Ryan Mayari, comes on in place of Steven Rojas.
Guys, we got a great game going on here. Can I please get a New York Empire chant? Let's go Empire.
Now it is Bernhard who plays on Bylon
Keep going, boys. Let him go.
and looking for Frimpong.
Everybody, let's go.
Goal kick. Well, it looked like it was signaled as a goal kick for the linesman. Instead, it's going to be a throw-in coming from Frimpong. And now it'll be a corner. Again, it looked like it's really hard to tell what the linesman is signaling here. It looked like it was going to be a corner. It's going to be another throw-in for Braveheart.
Blue ticket. 473.
Ooh, and there's a chance there. Puig takes it on, and it is off target. Another goal kick for Kenny Cordova. Time is ticking. Empire had the momentum heading into the second half, but haven't done much since finding that second goal. Monroy lifts it up for Saramogo. Looks like he didn't know who that was going to. Here it comes to Malcolm Sweat. Sebastian Monroy gets fouled. And it's another free kick.
All right, guys, last round for tonight. Thank you, everybody.
After today, Empire will face Red Hook FC next weekend, followed by Kelmendi FC in the big matchup with New York Renegades on September 20th. For Braveheart, they will face current first place AFC Academy next. First team to 2 wins on the season, followed by Red Hook FC and an undisclosed location so far to be determined. followed by Barcelona SC New York. Jesper with the back heel flick and a slide tackle by Cifuentes. He says he got ball. I think if you signal that as a foul, your yellow card should come out. But looks like it'll be just a free kick, and it'll be in a dangerous area of the field for Edward Speed. And he now moves off the ball. Speed off the free kick was the player who leveled things up against Osers FC off a header. He can be the one they're targeting this time around as well. Giovanni Cruz sets up his two-man wall. Jesper Mikkelsen puts the ball into the box, and it goes off the crossbar. Almost is the spectacular for the tying goal. But it was just inches too high. What a chance that was, and what a goal that was going to be. We have 10 minutes to go in the second half. Still a 3-2 lead for Braveheart. Empire has composed themselves better defensively than the way they started this match, but are still looking for that third goal and possibly a fourth afterwards. Mikkelsen avoids the tackle from Frimpong, and it is Pierre, who hasn't seen much of the ball this second half, the former Braveheart player himself. It will continue to be Empire ball. As Justin Pierre will take this throw in, and he's signaling people to get inside the box. It'll be a long throw in. That does seem to be his specialty. It comes in. Still anybody's ball. Diarra gets it the second time around and boots it as far as he can, as we'll need another ball to enter the pitch. Here comes take two. There's a header, but off target it is for another goal kick for Giovanni Cruz, and he'll take his time as time continues to tick off the clock and they hold on to this lead. And there's a ball on the pitch. More time comes off. It is 8 minutes left of the 90. We'll see how much time is added. Sebastian wins that header. And Cifuentes sends that as far up the pitch as he can. Sweat will try to play it back. Frimpong is putting pressure on the defense, and he comes out on top. And now it's Carlos Puig looking to go around his defender, and is taken down. No foul called by the referee, though. Mikkelsen now. Vaclav over to Speed. Lifted in the air for Ryan Meherari. And Bernard is to his first. Now Cifuentes trying to get rid of it, and he just sends it out of bounds for another Empire throw-in. Nicely done in a tight area of the pitch to get rid of it. Empire is now off and running with Justin Pierre over to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen looks to take on his defender and will get a corner kick off of the possession. Less than 7 minutes to go of the 90. Empire has been dangerous from set pieces. Demey is no longer on the pitch. Who will be the new target off of this corner kick? They just have Sebastian Monroy on defense and Kenny Cordova at an advanced position off his line. It is taken short, and it is not well executed because it'll end up in another goal kick. Cruz is milking the clock as much as he can before taking this goal kick, and he takes it quickly with Bernard. Lifted over to Frimpong, not able to keep it in play. Here's Frimpong, over to Puig. Excuse me, that is Pinto. And now it's back to Pinto. Empire needs to find a way to get that ball back in their possession if they have any hopes of tying things up. Pinto. The winner of today's match will take their first 3 points of the season. If it's a draw, then it'll be the second draw of the season for both of them. Speed, trying to use that speed as he moves forward up the pitch. And now he finds Sebastian Monroy. Nicely done to avoid the defender, but here they come again. And now they're outside the box, and there's a 1-2 play there. Read well by Jack Slice, just in the nick of time to intercept that pass. And they'll try to do it again. Virtually everybody is defending for Braveheart, and everybody is on offense for Empire. Justin Pierre over to Malcolm Sweat. And now Vaclav continues to move forward. Over to Monroy. This is Edward Speed, who puts the ball into the box. There's a header, and Diarra punts it away. Braveheart's strategy here has been to get the ball as far away from their goal as possible, whether they keep possession or not. And that pass was read well by Bernard. And now here comes the belly, who gets intercepted. And now it's Speed once again. Can he be the hero once again to rescue a point for Empire? He takes a long shot and made it at least a little bit uncomfortable for Giovanni Cruz in net. But he comes out on top. And more time comes off the clock. Less than 3 minutes to go of the 90. We'll see how much time is added in extra time. Pierre comes out on top. But Puig gets the ball and gets taken down for another foul against. And there's a shoving match as Puig gets himself an easy yellow card there. From my projection, we'll see at least 3 minutes added for extra time. Jack Slice to take this free kick from the middle of the field. He takes it quickly with Musa Diarra. And now Saramogo presses on for Jack Slice, who was one of the goal scorers in today's match. Mickelson intercepts. And the clock is ticking faster for Empire to come out with the point in today's match. Pierre. Back to Pierre, who's running on Puig, and he does well to avoid the challenge from the midfielder. Puts in a ball in the box, and it somehow bounces into a corner set piece. One more minute left of the 90. Empire needs to move fast. Nicholson will once again take the corner kick. And everybody, Kenny even, is in the opposing half as he backs up just a little bit to midfield. In comes the ball. There's a header. Still in the air. Diarra isn't able to handle it. That is Dembele. And still sloppily, and a long shot by Saramogo. Was an adventurous shot there. But Cruz comes out on top, and the 90 are complete. We are now in extra time as Giovanni Cruz has a kick to execute, and he just sends it away back to Empire. Black and yellow need to show some urgency to find the third goal. These are last season's second and third place teams facing, and as always, it has been neck and neck. Dembele recovers here, and he is off and running by himself. And he gets past the defender's tackle. That was Sweat, who gets a yellow card. And Dembele does his job there to switch things over to the opposing half. Vaclav was the player down on the other end of things. Did not get the foul he was looking for. Dembele did though. Dembele got things started going down in the box in the first minute or so of the match, forcing the penalty that Holland converted. Then Dembele found a goal of his own, followed by Jack Slice. And Slice's goal is the winning goal up to this point. Back to Bernard. And Holland is here at an offside position. Will Empire get another chance? Kenny will be the one to take this free kick as everybody goes forward. They can't afford to lose much precious time. Speed. Back to Kenny Cordova. Kenny sends it long, looking for Pierre. Diarra's to it first. It lands for Pierre. Number 15 here. He switches it over to Edward Speed. Speed still on the ball. Now Monroy. And he's looking for Vaclav, but he's not able to find him. And instead, here goes Mateus Adamic, and he's not on the same page. And it'll be a throw-in for Braveheart. 3 minutes are down. Ref is signaling to get the throw-in into the pitch. And there is the final whistle. It ends with a 3-2 defeat at home for the Empire. The visiting Braveheart put 3 unanswered goals in the first half. But right before then, Zane Brown scored the first goal for Empire, followed by Tim DeMay, but it wasn't enough to overcome the score. Empire will end today with 1 point on the season, and Braveheart ends with 4. For Game and Frame, my name is Francis Argueta. We'll see you again next time on Game and Frame.